What's up, everybody? True Boxing here. Thank you for coming back to get hit with the truth. So today we are doing the Joshua versus Helenius DAZN preview, as Anthony Joshua was supposed to fight Derek Chisora in a rematch this Saturday, August 12th on DAZN, but Dillian White, I'm sorry, supposed to fight Dillian White in a rematch, and the fight got canceled because White tested positive for a banned substance, and now that fight didn't go forward, so Joshua found a replacement. Before we get into all that, if you guys could smash the like button, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel. I really do appreciate any and all support that I can get as I try to build my channel up here. Now, back to the card here. It's a solid undercard of heavyweights, you know, that's what I'm digging about it. We'll get into the undercard real quick. We got Derek Chisora, the former world title challenger, the consummate gatekeeper of the heavyweight division. It's taken on former world title challenger Gerald Washington. Now, on paper, you might go, oh, that's an interesting matchup, and it still is. But in all honesty, Chisora is a solid favorite here because Gerald Washington, he's lost 5 of his last 7 fights dating back to his title shot against Deontay Wilder, where he got knocked out. He actually didn't do too bad up to that point against Wilder. You know, and he's been knocked out in every one of those fights. So, Gerald Washington, tough, you know, decent, solid fighter. At one point, you know, decent heavyweight, wasn't anything spectacular ever. Going in against Chisora, who's coming off the knockout loss to Tyson Fury in their 3rd fight last year. I'm looking forward to seeing these two older fighters get in there and bang it out. But I'm picking Chisora to get the stoppage win at some point and get back to his winning ways. That's the undercard. The co-feature, Filip Hrgović, the undefeated, top-ranked heavyweight contender right now, is going to be taking on Dempsey McKeon, the undefeated Australian heavyweight. And, you know, this one, Hrgović, they're both 6'6". McKeon's 22-0, 14 knockouts, but he hasn't beaten anybody even close to a top 10 spot. You know, he really does not have the resume of anything to speak of, but he is an undefeated fighter, and he is a big guy going in against Hrgović, who hasn't fought in a year since he got that somewhat controversial unanimous decision victory over Zhali Zhang. Excuse me. So now Hrgović is going to take on McKeon. I think Hrgović is going to bust up McKeon, break him down, stop him in the middle rounds, and stay undefeated, pushing forward towards his title shot that he is overdue on. And now the main event. Former 3-time unified heavyweight champion of the world, Anthony Joshua, is taking on the always tough Nordic Nightmare, Robert Helenius. This one has come to fruition last minute completely, as I think it was on Sunday, we found out that Dillian White tested positive for a banned substance. The fight got canceled. You know, Eddie Hearn, Matchroom, and Anthony Joshua wanted to scramble and get him an opponent no matter what. Robert Helenius just last weekend defeated a return from the knockout loss to Deontay Wilder. He returned from that and, you know, bounced back and got a 3rd round TKO win, but didn't suffer any injuries or anything like that, anything that would cause him to not be ready. So he was offered the fight, and now Robert Helenius is going to step in there against Anthony Joshua here this weekend. And, you know, the thing is, you don't want to count Helenius out. He's a big boy. Helenius is 6'6", 6'7", right around Anthony Joshua's height and everything. Joshua, you know, is not the same fighter that Deontay Wilder is, you know, to where he's going to go for the knockout early. But, you know, I think Joshua's coming in a consummate favorite, of course. But, hey, you know, Robert Helenius is used to playing that underdog role, you know, most notably against Adam Konaki. And he's coming in here, coming off that knockout loss last year to Deontay Wilder, knowing that he's the underdog and just going to go for broke. So, I think it should be interesting for as long as it lasts, but I really do believe Joshua will counterpunch, will box, and set up his big shots, and I think he's going to get the knockout and get Robert Helenius out of there. So I got Anthony Joshua by stoppage to bounce back, you know, to get a second win on the year and push forward towards a bigger fight later on. So that's it. That's what I got. That's my Joshua versus Helenius DAZN preview for Saturday, August 12th on DAZN. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, smash the like button, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel. I appreciate any and all support.